Hi and welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would have a look at my free ambient effects plugin called Dawesome Love, and I got this from Plugin Boutique, and I got this free when I bought Melody Sauce 2. So Dawesome Love normally sells for about $60 and it is still on sale for I think 30, so it's 50% off for Black Friday. I'm not quite sure how long it's running. I don't think it says. This is actually Traction website we're in, because you can't actually buy it from Dawson. So I'll show you Dawson's website, and it is completely useless because it doesn't actually really say anything, or you can't buy it from here. So Dawson does have other things apart from Love, and you can see there's one called Cult, Novum, Abyss and Chop Suey. So if you want to actually find out more about it or buy it, you go down, and if you go to more, it will open up in Traction's website. So like I said, there's another one. There's one called Novum, and that's about 170. And I think Abyss is a visual synthesizer, and that is about 130. So these are much more expensive, but these are kind of synths rather than just effects plugins. Love is the instant ambient effects plugin, and it is very, very cool. I did go over this quickly in the Plugin Boutique video, but so I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. You've got these 6 effects that you can add in. So you've got filter, shimmer, delay, chorus, clouds and phase, and then you just drag these up and down to increase or decrease the amount, and then you've got some other controls there, and they vary depending on what it is. You've also got this other panel at the top, and you can have 3 different versions of this. So there's Swarm, Chop, Robot. So it doesn't show you Chop, for instance, but for some reason. But so like I said, you've got Robot and Swarm, and Swarm is pretty cool. And it turns this into a kind of granular engine. So like I said, it is very interesting looking, and it is very, very simple, because I do have some other kind of multi-effects software, and but this is just very, very easy. And the guy behind it is called Peter, and he is rapidly gaining worldwide recognition with his innovative MPE instruments Abyss, Novum and Cult. So yeah, so he is a musician. He plays the bassoon and the contrabassoon as well, and it's a 90-day unlimited trial, so that's pretty good. And like I said, there is some learning guides, but you don't need it because it's that bloody simple. We'll switch over to Logic. So I've done a track using Soundtrack Loops Paradise Mid-Tempo EDM version 2 that I got as part of Humble Bundle. So I kind of thrown this together. There's 3 melodies, there's a bass, there's drums, there's some effects, and there's Vox, and that is about it. And like I said, I've got Love on every track apart from the drums, and I've got Ozone 10 on the master out. So like I said, you can see this. I've used mainly the presets, just for speed's sake doing this. There is an init, there's an init there, and there's also an init in the factory presets. So you can see this is the presets that you get. Yeah, there's maybe about 100 presets, but it is very easy to create your own as well. Like I said, you can start with an init and then just play around with it. There's also a randomize function, and you can also suggest random preset names as well, which is quite cool. So I wish that was a feature in other programs like Native Instruments or something. This is using the Swarm, and like I said, if you click this, it'll go to Chop and then Robot, and that is your 3. And like I said, they do all do different things. You've got a kind of gain in, gain out, you've got wet and mix. So at the bottom, you've got an offset, transpose, octave, tune, and then reverse and the pan link. So it tells you exactly what you're doing. So this is the transposition of grain playback in semitones, and then you've got turn left to right to increase the probability that up to every second grain is transposed. It is pretty cool, and if you've made a change, this will come up red. So even though I'm using preset Padify, I've obviously tweaked it. You can save that as a new preset. I'm going to play this track without anything on it, and then I'm going to play it with everything switched on. So with all the loves, and then I'm going to go in and just show you more about which each one is and what it's doing. The kind of so this is basically everything playing. Then I'm going to play the mixed track with all the Love presets switched on. So this is. And I think you'll agree that sounds pretty rubbish. It's 3 melodies, a bass, a drum, and a reverse crash. And I've duped the reverse crash and panned it left and right, and then I've got a female Vox. So like I said, that is just not working very well at all. We will then switch Love back on, and so there's no other effects. This is all just the Love. This is the track. Well, I think you'll agree that is a lot better. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's damn sight better than the samples without anything added. So, well, I'm going to play the samples with and without, and it'll give you an idea what this this plugin is actually doing. This is the first melody. And like I said, I'm running it in 95 BPM, and I'm in C sharp major. Right, so that's the original, and this is with Padify on, and like I said, I have tweaked something in here. I can't remember what, probably the shimmer, maybe. And like I said, I've got Swarm is on, so you can see what it's doing, and you can adjust this as well. So you can adjust the offset so that it starts different position. That has turned a rather average sample into something pretty amazing. The second one is called Fairy, and that is, so I'll switch this off, and that is using an init. So, and like I said, these are kind of panned left and right, so I'll just put them back for the demonstration of this. Right, so that is without, and then we'll play it with. And again, this has got swarm on, and you can see it's got shimmer, delay, and chorus, and I've just created this from the init. Brightened it up a bit and made it a bit more interesting. The third melody is, this is kind of like the kind of lead bit that comes over the pad on it. Which is quite, I mean, it is quite nice. So this has got Enchanted Ocean on it. Most of them have got the Swarm engine on. Probably just because it looks cool. And like I said, this has got a lot of shimmer. It's got full shimmer, delay, chorus, and phaser. So you can still hear the melody. It's just adding in all these other layers of, and just making it a lot more interesting and kind of ambient. It's much more ambient, which is what it's kind of designed to do. There is some bass presets. So like I said, there's factory, there's lush sound beds, there's metallic vibes, there's sweetly distorted, and then there's pimp my drums, pimp my mono bass, pimp my pad, some by Hydratech, and also Sada X Posada. For the bass, I've actually put on the one of the drum ones. Right, so I'll play you the bass, which is quite, it's not bad. I mean, so yeah, so this is it, and it's got the kicker on. So that, and that is basically just the filter. So it's got drive cut off, and the anti-filter. So that is really cool. So I'll switch it off. I mean, that is pretty cool sounding bass. That's probably one of the favourite ones, I think. Like I said, the drums don't have anything on it, and then I've put on the reverse crash. I've put on Space Debris, and it's one of the robot ones for a change. Solo both of these because they are panned, and we'll just bring that up there. So I'll just bump up the volume a bit. Right, so I know it's pretty subtle, but I just wanted to see if you can enhance pretty much anything. So right, so we'll switch this on and we'll see what Space Debris does. And it takes a wee while for it to kick in. So you kind of get this background, if you can hear the difference. So it's quite subtle. But there is something, there is things going on in it, I can assure you. And then last but not least, we have got Dirty Whispers on the Vox. So we'll play the Vox without. Right, so that is, I mean, it's quite cool. Right, so let's see what Dirty Whispers does. So this has got filter, shimmer and chorus and phaser. So you can see it is really easy, and like I said, you just drag these up and down to change the intensity, and like I said, you just click them off and on, and like I said, it is certainly the simplest multi-effects plugin you will ever see, and I do love this this interface and the graphics and everything about it. So that is how Dawesome Love works, and like I said, it is very easy. You can get to the presets there as well. You can load presets, you can save as, you can auto save on name change, and then you've got a user guide there. So like I said, it's pretty cool. It's I do like the interface. I could just save that as something else, and like I said, I can auto name it, so it would save it as Nova Bit, just creating a new name, and you just keep clicking that. Master Cosmic Mosaic, possibly better, I don't know. Yeah, so this normally sells for $60, which is £47 or 54 euros. So at the moment it's on Black Friday, so it is on at $30, which is only £23. So I think for 23 quid, if you miss out on the plugin boutique deal, then I think 23 quid for this is definitely worth it. So anyway, so that's it for today. It went on far too long as usual, but I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in the next one.